Hi. So, as usual, we are celebrating because we just heard that quarantine in Ukraine, in Kiev, is now going on till the 24th of April. So, hooray! So what to do? Carry on drinking wine and carry on cooking. Today, as it's such a great celebration, I thought I would bake a chicken pie. It's like, how to say, if there was such a thing as savoury cake, this would be savoury cake. So, let's check our ingredients today. Very simple: chicken, mushrooms, onion, garlic, very important, peas. These are frozen.
Замороженный зеленый горошек, который
And
был разморожен.
in the refrigerator we've got some bought puff pastry. Okay, so I'm going to start by
Ты забыл про бульон и про сметану.
and some milk, of course. And then, of course, the regular things like salt, etc., etc. Okay, so we're going to start by searing our chicken breasts. At the same time, I'm going to get milk hot for the white sauce, bechamel, also known as.
Молоко для бешамеля.
Or I should say, also known as bechamel. And at the same time, also going to get a pan hot and start cooking our onions and garlic. And who says men can't multitask? Come on, that's three things at one time. Men can't multitask? Come on. You ladies, you don't know what you're talking about sometimes, I'm afraid to say.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so we're just going to melt that. So I'm going to make the bechamel in here. The white sauce is going to be made in here. But first what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the onions and the garlic inside the butter, and then add the flour, and then later we'll add
sorry.
Which way are you going? And then later we'll add the milk and some stock.
Сколько всего? Сколько
It's
луковиц?
2 onions, about
Две луковицы.
6 cloves of garlic,
6 зубчиков чеснока.
300-350 milk, the same
300-350 миллилитров молока, столько же бульона, любой овощной.
about 65-70 grams of butter, and 65-70 grams of flour. Mushrooms, I have no idea. I think there was about 9 mushrooms roughly.
Где-то 400 грамм. Да.
Okay, so 1 second. A little oil.
Да, это масло.
I'm going to season the chicken with salt. We've got just regular chicken breasts, which we bought at the supermarket. They had whole chickens, but they didn't look very nice right now, so I preferred to opt for these.
Обычное
And
куриное
they're huge.
филе.
Look, they're the same size as my hand. Like literally, they're massive.
Who told you your hand is massive? Может быть, не такие, они большие. Шучу.
Okay. And then I'm just going to drop those in there and start cooking. Okay, so melted butter, onions in, garlic also.
Лук, чеснок, сливочное масло.
And start to sweat slowly. As you can see, I've turned the gas right down. And I'm just going to put a lid on that and cook nice and slowly.
На маленьком огне.
Okay, so now we've got our chicken breast nicely coloured. I'm just going to take those and put them into a dish, and I've got the oven at 200 degrees. Don't throw this away. We're going to keep that. I'm going to turn the heat up high now. I'm going to cook the mushrooms in there. So, chicken breasts in the oven.
200 градусов.
at the same time, our onions nicely sweated down. Okay, so I'm going to take the flour and drop that in there.
Терпеть не могу запах лука.
And then again, like before, cook to a sandy texture.
Песочек, который непонятно, когда мы увидим.
A little salt.
What's your mood about quarantine? Because I feel like I'm going crazy already.
Yeah, I start to feel a little bit claustrophobic, but what can we do?
I think the measures in place right now are smart and clever from the government because they're trying to contain it as much as possible. Shutting down the metro and all methods of transportation, I think it's the right thing to do. I think the governments in general have our best interests at heart. Apart from the UK government, which right now I think sucks because up until last couple of days they've been thinking about the economy and they should be thinking about people's lives. If I'm honest, I think right now the UK is a ticking time bomb that's waiting to go off, and yeah, it doesn't fill me with any joy, especially when I start to think about my friends and family that are there, which I start to feel worried for. Okay, so anyway, excuse me.
Минутка на поныть.
Hot pan, mushrooms inside.
Тоже масло, в котором жарилась курица.
Salt. All the flavors in the pan.
Все ароматы спрятаны в масле. А вот и песочек. Или пластилин, даже похоже чем-то. How many minutes did it take? For onions?
For onions,
About,
I'd say about 15.
I'd say about 10.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. 10-15 minutes. As long as you keep a lid on it and keep the temperature turned down low, they're not going to burn. And we've got our hot milk. Turn that up a little bit. So again, like nice hot pan, good caramelization. Sorry, I'm going to turn the fan on.
It's getting hot here.
It always gets hot in the kitchen when I'm cooking, baby.
Hell kitchen.
Yeah, too hot.
Пожар.
Okay. Oops. Okay, so as you can see, our mushrooms nicely coloured off. I'm just going to drop those into here for now. At the same time, we've got our roux that's pretty much cooked. So I'm going to start adding the milk. Okay. And more milk.
What is this?
It's the bechamel sauce, which is the main sort of sauce for the pie.
Interesting.
The sauce is cooked. Now I'm going to add sour cream. This is not a normal ingredient for this, but I think it works very, very well. Sour cream inside.
Improvisation, yeah?
Improvisation, yes. Often you find normal regular cream added to bechamel sauce, but I think sour cream is a very good alternative. Next, we're going to add our mushrooms inside, our peas inside, and at the same time we're doing that, I think our chicken is cooked. So, yeah, we're cooked. So I'm just going to take those out of there. And in the meantime, I'm going to take those out of there and let them rest.
Напакуй курицу.
Also, this juice in
Он не
here,
понял.
this
шутки.
juice in here is like full of flavour. So anything that's in there, I'm going to add that into there as well. Okay. Give it a good mix. Taste for seasoning.
Smells very tasty.
And with chicken rested, we're just gonna cut it up into nice bite-sized pieces.
Looks delicious.
Yeah,
We can eat just chicken.
of course. And then, yeah, it's lovely and moist.
What about kilos from testo?
What about what?
Kilos from testo. Everyone is gonna put weight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think everybody gonna join the gym. Gym gonna be a very successful operation in the future. Okay,
So you need to put everything in this.
everything inside, yeah. Just finish cutting up the rest.
Can we eat it without testo? I don't want to
Yeah.
put on my weight.
You can, but it's much more tasty with, of course.
Of course. But I have a feeling that you could also eat it maybe with pasta.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
It just depends on the taste, yeah?
I think we needed a bigger pan.
Yeah, for sure. Uh-oh.
Okay, a little surprise for everybody. Not really. So we've got the
Слоёное тесто.
store-bought puff pastry. I'm just gonna put a little flour on it, or a lot of flour, depending on how you want to look at it. Turn it over.
Обычное слоёное тесто из маркета. Что еще делать? Да?
Who wants to make puff pastry at home?
Ты понял, что я сказала?
It's far from fun, trust me. Okay, in a working environment, yeah, great. If you can make your own puff pastry, it's amazing. Okay, I'm just going to roll it a tiny little bit. Just a tiny bit too thick. That should be about enough. And then we're going to cut it to size. So, our tray is a little bit bigger than this. So I'm just going to cut the edges down. So look, 1 second. Again. And then I'm just going to cut the edges down, tiny little bit.
So we need to have the size, yeah?
Yeah, it doesn't need to be absolutely exact, but it helps if it's a decent size. I'm going to make it look pretty.
What you doing right now?
Making it look pretty.
Maybe some torture. You spend too much time in Torture Museum, as I see.
It's my favorite one. How did you know?
Maybe because it's my favorite one.
Okay, a little. I've got a little egg yolk and milk. Just gonna brush the top of the pastry with it.
3 капли молока и желток. И можно писать картину. Да?
So tasting. Yeah, it's fine. It doesn't need any more salt. So I'm going to just pour that straight into our tin.
Interesting.
And then after we've finished brushing the pastry with the egg wash, hopefully I cut it the right size. Sometimes I put parsley into this as well. It's a nice addition. Okay. By the way, I've turned the oven down to 180 degrees on fan, and then we're just going to lay the pastry straight over the top.
Oh, almost perfect size.
Almost. Okay, not exactly, but it'll work.
Yeah, for sure.
And then in the oven for about 25 minutes, I think. I'll let you know. Okay, in the oven.
Yep. And pour me some wine, please, finally.
Sure. So, as we can see, the pastry is nice and golden brown, and I'm just going to take it out right now. I think it should be good. Oh, it smells delicious.
You know what it looks like?
What?
Не буду говорить. Что некоторые надрезы похожи на свастику.
I don't know what that is.
Forget about it. So
we're just going to leave that to sit for about 6-7 minutes, and then we can serve. So we're cooked, literally cooked. You can see the pastry, it's lovely and light and crispy, and just going to load that straight onto the plate. Oh yeah. How does that look, guys?
It looks perfect, and
Yeah.
it smells perfect.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to eat this.
Okay, fuck skinny ass.
And all that's left to say is bon appetit. I want to see somebody else produce this, by the way. Like, come on, guys. Like, show me that you're watching, not just watching, but actually taking part. Somebody else post a video. Let's go. Come on.